Heartbound was released on the tail end of 2018 as an early access game in December. They promised 1-month updates every month until the game was released. But wait, it says right here that the game's last update was 14 months ago. Now, I'm not here to review the game, as I've never played it, and by the looks of it, I'm likely never will, but by Thor's or Pirate Software's own admission, this game is supposed to have an update every month, month after month, until the game is finished. But it's been a year since that's happened. Did he run out of funds? Did he stop caring about the game? Did he abandon the game? Does he no longer want to finish the game? Does he intend on it? What happened with Heartbound?
My idea was I was working in AAA. I wanted to go make games, so I went and started making an indie game called Heartbound, and we did a Kickstarter. It got 385% funded. Thing exploded, right? And I had seen so many other Kickstarters where they like ran away with the money and people were really upset about it, and I wanted to be really transparent with that process.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. You didn't want to be one of those creators where you just take the funds and run away with the game, so now you have a completely finished game. Oh, wait. This is kind of scummy if you ask me. 385% of your Kickstarter funds, and the game's been in development for 7 years and it's only half completed, if that. I'm not sure. But wait, you said 385% funded. I thought you said 400% funded.
And the other one is Heartbound, which is a more story-driven RPG. And we've been working on that for about 6 months. We put it up on Steam Greenlight. It got rank 1, so it was massive success. And then we put it up on Kickstarter, and it got funded in 24 hours, and then ended up with 400% funding.
Now, admittedly, this is a bit of a nitpick, I admit. But for someone who said that they wanted to be transparent, why don't your numbers match? And where's all the development gone? Also, if you wanted to be transparent, why not just use the actual amount that you made with the Kickstarter, which was around $19,000? Why are you using these percentages? Honestly, I think this lies with Pirate Software's personality, where he wants to make things sound more grandiose than what they are. After all, 385% or 400% funded sounds a hell of a lot bigger and better than $19,000. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing to want to hype up your product the best that you can, but for all of his stories about his expertise and past achievements like winning DEF CON and being a hacker, I would think somebody at this level would be able to finish a game in less than a decade. Well, to be fair, he does have a couple more years to hit that benchmark. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. If you don't know who Pirate Software is, he used to work at Blizzard. His dad also worked at Blizzard. Wait a minute. Does that make him a Nepo baby? Alright, I couldn't help myself with that one. Pirate Software blew up with YouTube Shorts. Like, honestly, it is crazy how viral his shorts get. It's really, really impressive. He has developed a way of creating shorts that always seem to go viral. He's got some videos where he talks, and he's got like some things underneath him where he's drawing, and he's got some kind of zany music in the background, and it is incredibly viral. It just like all of his shorts get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million views, and honestly, that is super impressive. However, recently it seems that he has gone from being beloved by the internet to being clowned on and hated on, being called such things as a fraud, a narcissist, a roach, and faking his own voice, I guess? Also, did I mention
I worked at Blizzard for 7 years?
Now, if you're looking for somebody to substantiate these claims, it's not going to be for me, and it's not going to be this video, because honestly, I could care less. He might be some of those things. He might be none of those things. He might be all of those things. I don't care. That's not what this video is about. I do, however, question Thor's commitment to Heartbound, as it does seem like he has been caught up in some lies or drama or whatever about his past. One of the most recent ones that I can think of off the top of my head is him being caught up in a lie of sorts about his EVE Online experience. I will have a link in the description down below to Loru Gaming so you can see that video for yourself and come to your own conclusions. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. He's had the Ashes of Creation drama, the WoW hardcore raid drama. He's had the Animal Well drama, which if you don't know the Animal Well thing, just go ahead and Google pirate drama, Animal Well drama, and it's pretty funny. You'll come away with a laugh. Now, I think a lot of this stuff is really the internet embellishing a lot and kind of dogpiling on Pirate Software. But remember, guys,
I worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Now, I point this out not because I think that he is guilty of anything. I point it out because it seems like his reputation is going down. At the same time, this game has been in development for 7 years. Couple all of that with virtually no communication about what's going on, and it gives me serious questions about whether this game is a scam or not. Let's get back to Heartbound. In 2017, he opened a Kickstarter and got funded pretty much immediately. He managed to get 684 backers, which is really impressive, and made over $19,000 towards his goal for making the game. He had 3 backers for $500 and 3 backers for $1,000, which, all right, that's pretty cool to have like a custom sprite or a custom NPC, but damn, $1,000 and you still didn't get a finished game? But remember, guys, Pirate Software.
I worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
So I'm sure this money was well spent. Now, honestly, I'm not sure I can really call this game a scam. It does have a playable demo. It does have its soundtrack. It does have a game in a playable state, even if it is in early access and has been left unfinished and a development list in over a year, and it's been in development since 2018. So if it was a scam for anybody, it's probably those 3 people that paid $1,000.
I worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Now here's what I've gathered while looking into this about Pirate Software and my personal theory about it. Maybe he does intend to finish the game, maybe he doesn't. But what I am fairly certain happened is he used this game's development as a vehicle to break into online streaming and YouTube creation content. This vehicle seems to have worked. In fact, this vehicle seems to have worked a lot better than he probably imagined. He is a very popular full-time streamer and content creator on YouTube. And honestly, that's great for him. I'm happy for him. That's awesome. But where does that leave Heartbound, the game that he's been touting for 7 years now? And on that note, how much money has he made by just leaving this game in development hell? Well, according to Steam Revenue Collector, and in all fairness, I'm not sure how accurate this is, it's just what I have to go on, he's made about $708,000 in gross revenue. Now, this is before all of the fees and stuff like that. So after it's all said and done, he would have made around $209,000 in gross revenue. Now I know why he's so positive and telling people all the time, hey, just go make a game, even if it's crappy, even if it's garbage, because it worked out so well for him and he didn't even have to finish the game.
I worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Now, another thing I should point is the Steam page is a little misleading, as it says it's been 14 months since he's done a last update. However, it was only a little bit over a year, as he did drop an update in January and he dropped an update back in February as well. However, he's just not updating the Steam. He is doing a developer build, as he says that this build is buggy and he's still working through it. So even though he hasn't pushed an update onto Steam, he is currently, I should say, he is now currently updating the game again as of January of this year. We'll just have to see going forward if he continues this update cycle. And another misleading thing about Steam that I want to note is that when I was making this video and I was shooting it, there was a lot of negative comments in the Steam comment section below saying it was really negative. Like, it was like saying all sorts of stuff. Some of it was valid. Some of it was like, hey, he hasn't talked. He seems to have abandoned the game, so on and so forth. And a lot of the comments seem to just be people clowning on him about all the dramas. Like, they're coming in there and just saying stuff about like WoW and things that have nothing to do with Heartbound. On the opposite end of that, while I was editing this video, I noticed that the Steam page started popping up with a bunch of positive reviews as of February 20th of 2025. And I was trying to figure out what happened, and it appears that on February 20th, he released a video, and in that video, he was complaining that the Heartbound was getting a lot of review bombs, and that triggered his audience to go out and like bomb his game. So I think both of these things have to be taken with a grain of salt, but you do have to take this in consideration when you're talking or thinking about the game, because I don't think the reviews can be used as a good measure as whether or not this is a good game or not. Honestly, you should download the demo and try it for yourself and follow him. Go to his Discord, follow him, and see what you guys think. So what's the lesson in all this? I guess the lesson would be, if you work at Blizzard, then no one expects you to finish a game or something like that, I guess.
I worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Anyways, be safe out there, gamers, and I'll see you in the next one.